Let us welcome to part 5. In previous sessions in part 4 we have discussed about the VLSI design styles. There are 4 different styles, right? Data flow, behavioral, gate or structural model and transistor models. So by using any one of the model we can write a program for any circuit by using Verilog language. So now in this session we are going to see about programming of VLSI. Okay, if you want to write a program by using a Verilog language, you required 2 files. The first one is design file and the next one is test bench file. Now what is meant by design file? Now whatever the Boolean expression or the equation or the functionality, whatever the functionality or the specification of the logic circuit is there, that should be described or it should be of synthesized or it is implemented by using a design file. Means in a simple language, if you want to understand what does a design file means, it contains a Boolean equation or the description of the logic. When you comes to a test bench file, now whatever the design we have written in the design file, that to be tested and verified, right? That should be done with the help of by giving any sample inputs, nothing but random inputs or a real inputs or a truth table inputs. Those are nothing but input values or test cases or test vectors or a truth table input values. By giving any one of these inputs, whatever the logic function we are writing in the design file should be tested and it should be verified, and you have to check the logic according to the circuit it is working or not in the waveform analysis. So if a single logic design should be tested and verified by using a Verilog language in your Xilinx tool, you require 2 files. The first one is design file and the next one is test bench file. Now first we will start with a design file. Now for a example, first we will see how the syntax is to be written. After getting through the syntaxes, one example of an AND gate I will be taking and I will tell how to write the program and how to write the even test bench file. So the first one is design file. Now the first one is indication of module. Here in Verilog file what I said is previously, you no need of any header files or anything. So directly start away we can write our program by initializing as a keyword of module. It is the starting line of your program indication. Now the next one is name of the module. It is a user defined one. Here you can write your own name whatever required. Suppose I want to design an AND gate, I will write AND gate, because only AND I can't mention because it is a keyword, right? So I can't mention only AND, so I will give an extension of an AND gate. Open the bracket, all your input signals followed by an output signals, close the bracket and semicolon. It's nothing but instantiation of all your input signals and output signals or a control signals of your circuit. So if you're mentioning all the signals of your circuit here, in this the system should understand what is input signal and what is output signal. So that instantiation should be done with the help of a keyword as an input, all the input signals to be mentioned as a comma. Suppose 4 input signals are there which are named as A, B, C, D. It should be separated with a comma. After completing you should give a semicolon. Okay, the next one is outputs and output signal. So if you are having only one output signal, simply you should mention Y and semicolon. So that ends your initialization of all your modules and input signals and output signals. The next one is you have to write your logic, that is nothing but functionality and timing diagram. Now this functionality, whatever the expression is there, that will be expressed in terms of 4 different ways. The first one is data flow, behavioral, gate level or a structural level. By using any one of these style, you can write the functionality. After that one, now once the functionality is completed, you have to end your module, right? So end module. So starting of the design is module. Once after the entire program is completed, end module. So this is the out structure of your design file with the syntaxes. This whatever in your entire program, these things, whatever these keywords are there no need to be changed. Only you are having right to change this functionality and input variables names, output variable names, and the name of the modules. This is the syntax format of design file. Now next we will go with a test bench file. If you want to write a test bench file, you are having some of the rules. And another thing you have to remember, whatever the name you are using here, the same name should be used even for your test bench file also. So tb underscore file name .v. .v is the extension of your Verilog file. How in your C language .c is represented. So here I used AND gate. So what I do is tb underscore AND gate I will write. Okay, that is the first rule. So here how it is started, module, name of the module, input signals, output signals, right? So in the test bench file you have to start with module tb underscore AND gate. So that is the first rule. Next rule is, all the inputs whatever you are mentioning in the design file, that should be represented as a type of a reg. So in place of input you have to write reg. Okay, that is the next rule. Now the third rule is, now whatever the outputs you are mentioning, all those outputs to be represented as a wires, interconnections to be mentioned. Okay, now another thing, now you declared inputs, outputs, and name of the module. And another main thing is, your design file will be present in one folder and your test bench file will be present in one folder. How you have to map this test bench file is only related to that particular design file. So that mapping should be done. How you have to do mapping? With the help of instantiation. That is known as UUT file, unit under test file, unit under test file. By mapping your test bench inputs to your design file inputs, you have to create one file. By that, this test bench file directly will map to the design file wherever it is locating with the same name. After that, you have to post all your test vectors, nothing but your inputs values, zeros and ones combinations you have to give. That should be given with the help of initial and always statement. And another thing, what is the difference between these two things is, initial means only it will be execute at that particular time of cycle. Always means continuously until the how many clock cycles you are giving. Always it is a repetitive instruction. This one is an only once will be executed. So at that time, after continuously it is running, you have to stop your simulation somewhere or the other else, right? That one is stop the simulation by using a $stop keyword at finally end module. So if you want to write a test bench, these are the 7 rules to be followed. Now we will see one of the sample test bench. Okay, module tb underscore name of the module means, in place of this what I do, tb underscore AND gate. Why? Because I created an AND gate program, right? So AND gate. Now all the inputs to be represented as reg, all the outputs to be represented as y. So for my AND gate, 2 input AND gate means a comma b will be of inputs, y will be of an output. Okay, now it is completed. Now I have to map this test bench inputs with an design file inputs. So this is you. Here you have to write AND gate because that is your name of your module, right? If you give this one directly, it will move to the cursor will move to that one. So UUT, these are test bench inputs. These are design file inputs. So your test bench inputs are mapping with the design file inputs. So like that, inputs followed by outputs, all to be mapped. So once this instantiation is completed, now you have to force all your input vectors. Initial means all lines to be executed only single time. So initial, in that multiple statements are there, so I'll write begin and end. In this, my truth table, according to the truth table only I will write all these cases. So first condition is 0 0. Now this will be starting at the origin. Now suppose this is my waveform. At the origin place, my A is equals to 0 and B is equals to 0. Understand? Now this is your delay, which represents in the form of a nanoseconds. Now what I am saying, now this is started at 0 nanoseconds. At 0 nanoseconds, my A value is 0 and B value is 0. This to be present until 5 nanoseconds. So this is my 5. Okay, now this is my 5. In this 5 nanoseconds period, my A is equals to be 0. So this is my A signal. Now in the same wise, I have to draw the B signal also. So at that time, B also is 0 at 0 nanoseconds. Fine. At 5 nanoseconds, my B is changing to 1, right? So it will rise. My A will be of 0 only. Okay, now this condition should be up to again 5 nanoseconds. So 5. Now initially A is 0, again A is 0. Again here 5, my B is 0 and B is equals to 1. Now at 0, 5 nanoseconds, 5 to 5. At a 10 nanoseconds period, my A should be become 1. So it become A is equals to 1. At that time, my B should become 0. Because B is 0, right? B is equals to 0. Again, A should be of continuously 1 at again 5. So A is equals to 1. Again, B should rise to 1. So B is equals to 1. So now according to this one, my complete period of my AND gate is 20 nanoseconds. 0, 5, 10, 15 at 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. So according to this one, my output should be marked. So once after this one, I have to stop my simulation. Initial 20 nanoseconds with the delay, $stop. Here no need to give only 20. You can give 25, 30, 45, 100, whatever it may be. And that to be represented only in the form of a nanoseconds. $stop, end module. This is how you will write the test bench. Now this one, whatever this module, this lines and this end module line will be generated by the tool itself. Only you have to write this particular process in your program. The entire thing will remain same. Okay, now this is how your design file and test bench syntaxes will be present in your Verilog file. Now in the next section, we will going to see how to write an AND program, AND gate, logic gate program by using 3 different styles. Okay, thank you.